Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Javier Perez. You may know me as JP2. I know the question in a lot of y'all's minds is, can an 8-string guitar under $200 actually be a good guitar? Well, let me present you the Harley Benton R-458. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a Harley Benton guitar. It's a 8-string guitar, fan fret, scale of 25 to 27. I am tuned standard. It's got regular tuners, just Harley Benton tuners. The pickups, regular Harley Benton pickups. The website doesn't really specify a brand. It's got a individual tailpiece bridge, one volume, one tone, 3-way switch. Body is linden, which is basically a type of basswood, and the neck and the fretboard is maple. We're gonna get a little bit into that in a second. First, let me start with the things that I didn't like in the guitar. Number one, the fretboard, as it is advertised on the website, it's actually supposed to be amaranth, and if you look at the picture on the website, it's got more of a brownish reddish color. This is maple. Like, I don't know, like, I know what maple looks like, I know what maple feels like. This is a maple fretboard, and it was a pleasant surprise because I mean, I enjoyed it. I like it. I don't mind it at all, the fact that it's maple, but I guess it's something that it was worth mentioning, that the guitar didn't really come with the advertised fretboard. And then number two, the only other thing, and it's not that I didn't like it, I just thought that it was funny, and it's one of those things that like calls out to quality control. I'll just show you a close up. So I have one Jackson tuner on this Harley Benton guitar. I guess whenever they did the last checkup of quality control, the guy said, "Oh my God, one of the tuners is busted. Let me replace it." And the only one he had in hand was a Jackson. So hey, so it's one of those things that it's like, it's kind of silly, but at the same time, they didn't send me a guitar with a busted tuner. So kudos. That's about it as far as like things that I didn't like in the guitar. Now, there is a lot to love in this guitar. Let's start with the obvious thing, the price. When I ordered this guitar, it was at the beginning of the year. It was actually the week before NAMM in January, and I actually bought it on my way to the airport, if I'm not mistaken. The price was $150 and change, and I think after shipping, it ended up being $180 something with change. That price is just ridiculous for this instrument. I've had cheaper guitars, I've had expensive guitars. This is just something different. Like, all the features that they were able to pack in this price range are insane. The cutaway in the, first of all, the packaging, I mean, packaging was a mess on the outside, but once you open it up, the guitar came in flawless. There was nothing wrong with it other than the little Jackson tuner, which I guess I like to think that I have a special edition. But everything on this guitar was absolutely 100% flawless. Like, there's no dents on the body, there's no scratches, there's no overspray, there's no nothing. Looking at the fretwork, once again, just like my other Harley Benton guitar, there are no sharp edges, there are no flat zones on the neck, nothing. The profile on this neck is what they call a modern C. It's fantastic. The electronics, really good electronics. This bridge is actually like probably one of the best features in this guitar. Like, it is so nice, and I just can't say enough about it. So everybody that buys this guitar, they buy it with the expectation that they're going to basically replace the pickups. I say that there is a guitar with a set of pickups for every single type of music or every type of song that you want to create. Perfect example, the song that I just played. I wanted to, the guitar is not perfect when it comes to the sound. I want to say the neck pickup is fantastic. The bridge pickup does get a little bit muddy when you're getting on the really low registers, not on single notes. When it comes to playing single note patterns, it's fine. It just can't handle the load of a big chord. But if you're just chugging away and just doing simple patterns on the guitar, it just sounds just fine. It's just a matter of how you tweak your sound. For this song, just like in my previous one, I'm using my Persona Studio 26 interface, and I recorded in Studio 1.4, so I still haven't upgraded to 5. And once again, I use the Amp Roots Fluff preset. I just pan it 3 ways, and the melodies that you hear is just the same preset with the reverb just cranked all the way, just to give it that cathedral sound. The melodies I did with the neck pickup. Everything else I did with the bridge pickup, all the rhythm parts. And this is something that I forgot to mention in my other review, so I'm mentioning it now. Both songs, the bass that you hear, that's actually the guitar. I am using Bias FX 2. It's a bass preset on Bias FX 2, and I'm using another VST called Bass Professor MK2, which is a free preset, and it's able to basically get the notes to sound a little bit more slappy, give it that realistic bass tone. A lot of people, when I told them about it, they basically said, if you didn't tell me that was the guitar, I would have never guessed that it was the guitar. It was the bass. So it just shows you the versatility of the guitar itself. I can't recommend this guitar enough. I've seen it a lot lately on different Facebook groups and stuff like that. And to everybody that is getting it, good job. This can be your first introduction into an A string. This can be a guitar that, if you are going to keep it as your main guitar, very minimal things. Like, I know that eventually I'm going to replace the nut with a graphite nut. If you can get your hands on this guitar, by all means do it. It's definitely available on the Thomann website. It may be back ordered, but it's probably like a 2-week back order or something like that. So by all means, go for it. And if you like this review and you want me to do more, then just go ahead and leave me the comments down there. Let me know what you think, and just hit the little subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time.